Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore the subscription boxes, dancers, game equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding!
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. I'm sorry for the long pause, but I've been really busy remodeling the house. If you guys follow me on my personal Facebook, and I probably said some things in the spoiler group, and we are doing a major kitchen remodel, and one of these tools came in very handy doing that. So I thought I would give a little bit of a review. We just got this in mission, oh, forgot what mission it was. 129? Was it 129? Anyway, if I'm wrong, I'll put it in the bottom down here. I got the brief right beside me somewhere over here. Mission 128, my bad. I need to do spoilers for 129. Anyway, and I've had a lot of people asking me because I took a couple quick shots and I did this little paracord wrap on it. And I didn't look up a wrap, I just kind of made it up. But everyone was like, hey, how did you do that wrap? And I keep telling people, hey, I'll post a video tomorrow. And I've just been so busy. But anyway, back to the pry bars. So a couple little side notes. This is the third kind of large pry bar that we've received in BattleBox. The other two came back in the Mission 20s somewhere. And they were made out of, I think it's 1074 tool steel. There was the para wrap, and I actually ended up getting two of these. I got a secondary box because it's an awesome item. I love to have one in the toolbox and stuff. And as you can see, I've used this one quite extensively here recently. And then in that same mission, there was this one here. And these are both by the Ontario Knife Company, based out of Ontario, New York, I believe. And this one was actually exclusively made for BattleBox by them. And like I said, it's at 1074 steel. This one's really sweet. It's got micarta handles. Now this one has a smasher, window smasher thing on it. And as you can see, I had these in paper sheaths because they didn't have a sheath or anything for it. And I've never bothered to make one, so I just keep it in that. Now, it is 1074 steel, so and I'll go into this, and like I said, this was called the Paracord, and because of that steel, now I've been beating the crap out of this one. You can see the end of it's a little bit more smoothed out here because I've been hammering on this. I've actually smashed that out a little bit, and the coating's off of it, so I'm going to need to coat this up a little bit when I store it just to keep it from rusting. Huh. Yeah, I really beat the crap out of this with a hammer. But, and the paracord kept sliding over on it and kind of softening it. I actually I smashed through the paracord. But this one, and when we did the unboxing, this titanium one is so much lighter. And I kind of wish I had tested this out a little bit to see how it held up, how the titanium would hold up compared to this 1074 steel. I actually think I could probably dent this titanium. It just seems so light. But it's not aluminum, it's titanium. Titanium's strong. You can tell. Anyhow, and I mentioned full size because this is the Griffin tools. This one came in BattleBox. This one I ordered. I have actually two of these. This one has a little camo pattern on it, and I thought it was cool. But this is the Griffin Mini. And these are great little tools as well. But sometimes you need something big. I'm taking out grout and tile and stuff. That's what I've been beating this with. And then I also got this one, I don't know, a while back from a BattleBox. As you can see, this one is very rustic and hand-hammered and very, it's not as precise on its edge or anything like the one from Ontario Knife and Tool. So there's that one here, and it has Creek's little emblem in there. Anyway, so I did have that one. But the main purpose of this video, just to kind of give you a review, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, this thing worked phenomenal in taking out, and you can see that edges on this aren't even chipped. I was hammering through grout that was fairly solid like cement, and it was about an inch thick underneath the counter around the sink. I'm tearing out my sink and putting in a new sink. So we'll see how that goes. New dishwasher too. Anyway, so how did I do this wrap? Now, I had this part tied off and I've untied this. And I'm just going to kind of take this apart for you guys right here so you guys can kind of see how I wrapped it, and then I'll just wrap it right back up. Now, one of the hardest, most difficult parts was getting this one little, I kind of had to twist these through to get them through the end here, and now I'm having trouble on it. There we go. And so you can see this is underneath here, and I did that just to kind of tighten it and finish it. And you don't have to have as much extra lanyard here. I just didn't want to cut the paracord. That's why it's there like that. And so as I pull this out from under this, you're going to see I just wrapped this around tightly on both ends. All right. So you got these holes in here and right here, like this. So I just kind of took this one up. I'm going to kind of adjust this a little bit and stuff this little piece through right here. Now it's in the bottom hole here. And then from there, I just wrap this real tight around right like that. Just real tight in there. Nothing special. And just kind of left it a little loose on the ends here. Not too much. And then when I got to that end, I just kind of forced that under. Might even use that little pry tool for that. A little Griffin tool maybe. In this case, it would probably be easier if it was a shorter piece. I'm trying to do it so you guys can kind of see too at the same time. I apologize for the crickets in the background. I got the window open because it's nice out and electricity is expensive, and I'm trying to cool the house down and not run the AC. So I got that one through there. And you know, there's a lot of different ones. Like this one's like that, but this one I did a different wrap when I did that one. And I probably found some video on YouTube about it. This one's going to be a little bit harder. Kind of lift that up there. There we go. Gonna pull it all tight, and then I just ran this one up through this top hole up here, and you could do a cobra weave or something up here at the top, and you know, like the paracord bracelets and stuff. I kind of stopped wearing that. I have about 10 of them that I made. Have tons of stuff. I even have one of those wazoo ones that has stuff inside of it, and I made some of my own with stuff inside of it. And then I just pulled that one in, and then you just tie this off, make yourself a lanyard, cut your cord to whatever length you want, and just tie it off. And that's all I did. You know, it wasn't anything real crazy and complicated. I hope that makes it easy for people that want to do something real simple like that with some paracord. It's a lot of fun. I think this cord, I could be wrong, I think this cord might be like that warrior cord. It might have a fire strand in here. And I'll say I even checked with this titanium one, and I believe, yes, I could even get sparks with the titanium one as well. I couldn't do that with these because it has the coating on there, but maybe I can. No, you can't, a little bit. But the titanium one sparks really well. Now, this edge here that's exposed, that'll do a ferro rod real good. So anyway, so that's a look at the pry bar, the titanium pry bar, and the little weave I did on here. And I'm gonna try and get this video loaded up. And all right, guys, and I got a couple more videos. I'm gonna try to get caught up. I need to do a spoiler video, and I need to do an Apocalypse box video. And then we're gonna have Mission 129 coming up. So a lot of stuff going on, and we'll see you in the next video, and join our Facebook group, BattleBox Spoiler Page and more. All right, guys, remember, hit like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and be nice to each other.